Well, first and foremost, welcome to ACN, everybody. If you're brand new in our team, welcome to our family. If you're here taking a second look at things, I hope this is not your first look because it's not designed for that. But if this is a second look and you're here to learn more about what we do, you are at the right place. I am going to ask the leaders to please go ahead and pay attention to the guests that are incoming and rename your people so that we give Peter Pasternak a better chance at putting the right persons in the right room for the end of the call here today. We will answer all your questions. I want to introduce to you our very first speaker of the day. But before I do that, I'm going to tell you a little bit of what to expect on the call here today. You are going to learn how to launch your business, how to set up your account. We're going to give you some great tools as well for you to put on your tool belt. We are going to be teaching you about the compensation plan in depth. So if you want to learn how to make money in ACN, this is the place to be. And then after we do that, we are going to go in depth into some of our most lucrative and simplest services as well, so that by the end of the call, you have an idea of what to do next. What are your next steps? You will know as well, a little bit better about how to make money in ACN, and we'll also have a better understanding at the services. So with that, I'm going to get myself out of the way. I'm going to introduce the first speaker of the night tonight. Do not let his youth fool you. This gentleman is a leader's leader. He's an absolutely servant leader. He's been with the company now for a little bit over 2 years. And in those 2 years, he's had one of the fastest growing teams. I was taking a look at his team today. He has 497 team members in his organization at the young age of 21 and 3,500 customers today in his organization. So guys, I'm telling you, you could not be learning the very first part of our training today from a better person. So I'm going to get myself out of the way, and I'm going to bring to you a top producing regional director, Mr. Holdren. So if everybody please give him a warm welcome.
Wow, Alejandra, well, thank you so much for that fantastic introduction. And guys, you will hear about Alejandra more on later in this training. She's also a phenomenal trainer in this company. We're very blessed to have her with us here tonight and on our team. And guys, like she mentioned, a lot of stuff I want to go over tonight is a lot of stuff that I've used and helping my teamers really understand a compensation plan. So with that being said, let me share my screen and let's jump right into the training tonight. All right, so hopefully you guys can see my screen now. So the first things I really want to go over with you guys is a couple very useful websites that'll help you guys with your knowledge here in ACN. So the first one is actually called wealthinstituteinc.com. And again, this is our team's website. So you want to go to this website if you want to get some really great product materials and also a lot of great trainings. And on top of that, we have a team newsletter that you guys should really subscribe for, because once you subscribe, you're then going to be able to understand when all of our newer trainings are going to be and who the guest speakers are going to be. So once you subscribe, you're not going to miss any special training that's going to be coming up in the next couple of weeks. Number 2 right here is actually acncompass.com. This is one of ACN's websites that they give us once we sign up with ACN. Again, a great resource for you guys. They have all the products on this website. As well as the products, they also have a lot of product training materials. So if you guys are ever curious and want more information about any product in particular, this is the website you guys want to go to. And on top of that, it also has a compensation plan. So go here to check out the compensation plan as well, because you guys really want to understand how you guys make money in this business so that you guys properly know where to put your guys' time. And then number 3 right here is another great resource that we have for us since you guys are all in ACN. This one's called acnperks.com. And again, a great resource. So this website allows you guys to earn cash back at certain stores that you shop at, right? And then that puts money back in your pockets. And guys, this by itself can really cover your $25 a month fee just for being in ACN, right? So take advantage of this, get cash back for the places you're already shopping at. And if you want to learn more about it, like I mentioned, just go to that website, acnperks.com, and they'll explain how everything works on that. And number 4 right here is actually our team's YouTube channel, which is ran by our regional vice president, Alejandra, who's just introducing me earlier. And again, make sure you want to take a photo of this or write this down so you guys can go back to this website later. But this is a really great YouTube channel that goes over certain trainings for when certain people come into your team, how to properly do a welcome call, how to properly do a coaching call. So make sure you guys go in here and study these videos. So when people come into your team, you know what to do with your new IBOs and how to properly get them from step 1 to step 2, all the way up to step 10, so that they can become independent and actually launch their own business as well. So all 4 of these websites are really great resources, and make sure you can take advantage of them. Now, next thing I want to discuss is setting up your direct deposit information. Again, something that is very important you need to do so that you can actually make money in ACN, and ACN knows where to send your direct deposits. So if you haven't done this already, make sure you log into acn.com, go to preferences in the top right, you're going to see direct deposit information there at the bottom, and then make sure you add your bank account like I mentioned, so you don't miss a residual check or you don't miss a direct deposit, because if you guys are putting in work, you want to get paid for it, right? So make sure your bank account is in there. And on top of that, you guys can also set up your personal website. Again, you'll see that in your back office, how to set that up. And also, you guys really want to know your IBO number and your start date. And this is important for a couple of reasons. One is because ACN has a couple of great fast start bonuses that only occur within the first 30 days of you being in the business, right? So that's why you need to know your start dates. Then you can know the 30th day from your start date. And then once you know that, you can then take advantage of the fast start bonuses and make sure your first month in ACN really starts off with a big bang. Now, after that, we have to do a couple of accreditations that you guys can go out and start actually selling a couple services. The first one is Zoom Energy. Again, you want to log into acn.com, check out your back office. You're going to see a Zoom Energy accreditation section. You want to make sure you can pass the accreditations that if you guys are in an energy market, you guys can actually go out there and get gas or electric customers or both. So make sure you pass that before you actually start bringing in customers. And then second, you guys want to make sure you guys can get accredited for Impact Healthcare, right? That's our new exciting healthcare service that everyone is talking about. But before you can get customers, you need to make sure you're actually accredited so you can actually bring in customers. And again, this is super simple to do. Talk to your upline leader if you don't know how to, but also you can just go to acncompass.com, then find Impact Health. And you're going to see an accreditation link right there on that page. It's about a 15 to 20 question quiz that's just based off Impact guidelines. So make sure you also read the guidelines so that you can able to pass Impact Healthcare accreditation quiz. And then after you do that, you can actually go out and start getting your own customers for Impact. Now that you guys are officially in the business, we have a couple goals that we really want to help you guys reach in your first couple of days. One, we want to help you guys add your first 5 business partners. And this is important because this is how you create distribution in this business, right? And that's what's so powerful at ACN. We have the opportunity here to create distribution like multi-million-dollar companies do, right? Like McDonald's, like Wendy's, all these other franchises. We have the same ability to go out there and make our own store, make our own distribution. And we start that off by getting your first 5 business partners. And on top of that, we want to help you guys get your first 5 services. That is super simple. And once you get your first 5 services, you're going to get your very first check in ACN, and you'll actually be in a position to start earning residual income. So make sure you take advantage of that. And 3 right here, guys, we want to see you at our next event. And our next event is actually going to be in Dallas, Texas on the first weekend in September. So talk with your upline leader in the breakout room after this and let them know that you want to come to that event, because we want to see you guys in person. And on top of that, you guys want to get trained by the best leaders in the entire company. And they're going to be in Dallas, Texas in the first weekend in September, right? So make sure you guys are there, take your business seriously, show up at that event, and you guys will reap the rewards and really jump that growth curve of just joining ACN. Now, as I touched on a little bit earlier, we want to help you guys build a distribution, and we have a very simple system of how we can help you guys do that. And one, all we do is Zoom presentations, right? We like to keep things simple here. So once again, in the breakout room, we want to help you guys set up your first Zoom presentation. Again, a couple of days from now, not a week from now, not a month from now. You want to set up your Zoom presentation, get with your upline leader, and let them know when you're available to set up your first Zoom, and your upline leader will help you out. They'll do the presentation for you, right? And then it comes down to you actually inviting people to get on that very first Zoom. And if I were you, I would make a list of 100 names, right? And write down everyone on that list, because this is your first big business kickoff, right? You want everyone out there to know what you're actually doing, because if your mouth is closed, your business is closed. But if your mouth is open, that means your business is also open, right? All we're doing here is starting conversations and getting people to that Zoom presentation. Now, if you guys are curious of what to actually say to people to get them on the Zoom, again, super simple. We have a YouTube video that goes over just how to do that. Step number 2 right here. Again, make sure you guys write down this video. It's called Building a Team. It's actually done by one of our senior vice presidents, Michael Mazer. He's done a phenomenal job in this video, but he goes over very specifically what language to use when actually inviting people to come to your first Zoom presentation. And on top of that, he goes over how to properly build a team, because once people start coming into your business, you want to understand how you guys want to actually be building your business, where to position people, what's the best strategic moves to actually go out there and do that. And this video covers exactly how to do that. Now, step number 3 right here is also very important. We want to set up a coaching call with you guys. And on this coaching call, you guys want to go over the script with your upline leader, right? This is something you guys should practice with your upline leader so that you guys can get more comfortable with the language. And then when you guys actually go out and start calling people on your list, you're going to be very comfortable. You're going to understand how to answer questions. And then you're going to have a much higher success ratio of actually getting people to come to your Zoom, right? So step one, schedule that Zoom a couple of days out. Step two, watch that YouTube video. And then step three, schedule a coaching call with your upline leader so you guys can practice the script and learn the language and be very effective when actually inviting people to your Zoom presentation. Now, on top of that, guys, you guys are part of the #1 team in ACN for the past 17 years, right? And that's something that is super important because we have a system in place and you guys can jump into the system and simply just replicate what we're already doing here that's already working, right? And so our system is, once again, simple. We have trainings a couple times a week. So first of all, congratulations for being here on this Thursday night, right after the 4th of July. That's awesome. Now, on top of tonight's training, we have a couple other trainings. We have one Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern time, and also Saturdays at 10 a.m. Eastern time. And it's all on this link right here, wealthinstitute.live. So it's on a different link than what the Zoom code is on, right? It's on wealthinstitute.live. So again, take a photo of this if you want to. However, you can remember this going forward so that you guys know when the trainings are, so you never miss a training, and you also know what the link is. And guys, I would recommend going to all the trainings until you guys can be the one giving the trainings, right? Because we want to see you guys develop in this business and be your own leader and your own boss, right? That's what we all want. So make sure you plug into the system where you can, learn from the best people that are already growing their companies and simply copy and paste into your own business, right? We're not in school here, so it's okay to copy people. You want to copy what's working and paste that into your own business. Now, as I said earlier, we want to help you guys schedule your launch. And this is so important because if you guys don't schedule your launch, no one is going to be able to join your business and no one's going to know exactly what you do, right? So as I touched on earlier, the sooner, the better, right? We want to create a Zoom meeting in the next couple of days so that you guys can invite people and then they can come onto the Zoom and we'll help you guys start out your distribution. But what is so amazing about this, as like I mentioned, is that you have upline leaders here that want to see you guys succeed, right? So get with your upline leaders, help them, have them help you schedule a Zoom meeting and then practice the script with them. And let's make your first launch the best Zoom you're ever going to have, right? Because this is a big bang of your business. You want everyone to know about it. Now, number 2 on here, like I said, we want to help you guys acquire 5 services. And this is important because once you guys get 5 services in 10 points, you're actually going to get your first direct deposit check of $200. You're going to reach a position called customer qualified in ACN, your very first promotion, which is amazing, right? So we want to do this as soon as possible. And then on top of that, you're going to be actually in a position to earn residual income on your own services, right? That's why we all joined ACN, right? We want to come here to make money. So you guys want to make sure you can get 5 services so you can actually be in a position to make money. Now, on top of that, this link right here is another really great link that you guys want to write down or that you guys want to take a photo of. And this link, Rockstar How To, is actually shows you guys how to properly input services into your own storefront. And this is important because if you guys don't know how to properly put in services, then those services are going to come through your store. You're going to be confused when you're talking to other people and how to actually ask them for services and for favors. So make sure you guys check out how to actually properly put in each service and get a better understanding of the services themselves so you guys can move forward. Now, here on the screen shows you guys all the services that we have here at ACN and also the point value that is attached to each service. So just know that every service here in ACN has a point value that is actually attached to them. So I'm not going to read through all of them right here. You guys can read the screen for yourself, but just know that some services have higher points than other ones, right? So Impact, for instance, can go up to 6 points. Vivint Home Security is 8 points. IDCO can go up to 8 points. Travel can go up to 8 points. So some services have a higher point value than other ones. Now, on top of that, we also have services that are actually more lucrative and actually simpler to put into your own storefront than other services. And again, you guys are working hard in your business. So you guys want to be rewarded the most as you possibly can for all the services, for all the time you're putting into your store, right? So certain services have a higher reward than other ones. So keep this in mind. So IDCO, Zoom Energy, Vivint, Impact, Truby Lifestyle, and obviously wireless. So keep that in mind. Also just realize that ACN constantly adds services each and every year. So just be prepared for new services to come out. And on top of that, I'm not saying not to get the other services. I'm just letting you know some services have a higher benefit than other ones. So make sure you guys can get as many services as possible so we can reach that first goal of helping us get your first 5 services out of the gate. Now into our compensation plan a little bit. Here you guys can see how our bonus structure actually works. So like I said, the first 5 services and 10 points is your first direct deposit of $200. And then every 3 additional services, an additional 6 points is an additional $200. And it's unlimited how much bonus money you guys can make here at ACN. I love that word unlimited, right? This is your own business. You guys are business owners. So that means you guys can work as much as you want or as little as you want. If you guys are going to go out and make $600 your very first week, you can do that. Just go get 11 services and 22 points, right? So just keep in mind. And also keep in mind that bonuses are paid out weekly here in ACN, right? So as long as you have the services in by that Wednesday of the week, you'll get paid the bonus that very Saturday. So if you get a services in on Friday, for instance, you'll get paid the following weekend for those services. Now, how does our residual income structure actually work? And again, guys, ACN has made this super simple. And again, they've made it so that you guys can give yourself a bonus in your own business whenever you choose to take it, right? And I love that, right? You guys are business owners, you can take advantage of this. And if you guys are in a corporate world, you know that's not how it works, right? You can't just go to your boss anytime you want to and ask for a raise. But here in ACN, you can get a raise whenever you really want to. So the first 7 to 39 personal points that you bring into your own store, that's going to give you 3% personal residual income on that commissionable billing, right? And then every service after that, obviously your residual goes up. And then once you guys eventually reach 200 personal points, you guys are then going to be at the 20% mark. And the great thing about this is that once you guys reach that 20% mark, you're then going to be at 20% on the very first customer that ever came through your store, right? So as you start leveling up personal points, your residual income also levels up, and it levels up for every service that you ever brought into your store. So just keep that in mind. If you guys are writing down goals, I would have that as one of your goals to reach 200 personal points as soon as possible so that you guys can maximize the personal residual income compensation plan here at ACN. Now, on top of the personal residual income, you guys also have the ability to earn overriding residual income. And again, this is a wealth building principle and something that you guys really want to take advantage of. So here's how it actually works. So once you guys reach 25 personal customer points, you guys are going to get 4% residual on levels 1 and 2 on your team. And then once you guys reach eventually 75 personal points, you're then going to get that 4% override all the way down to level 5. So on top of having a goal of getting 200 personal points, I would have another goal of reaching 75 personal points along the way, right? Because once you guys can reach 75 personal points, you then get 4% all the way down to level 5 in your business, which is very powerful, right? So take advantage of that, reach that 75 personal point goal as soon as you can. And on top of that, once you guys reach regional vice president, you guys can then get overriding residual income on levels to infinity on your whole entire team, right? So over time, once you guys reach that regional vice president position, you guys can get paid on your entire team, right? And so I love this because you guys can get paid on customers that you don't know and in places you don't live, right? And that's the beautiful part about this. Once this thing grows, it really just grows out of control, and you guys can capitalize on that. Now, you guys have joined a really great month. In July, and actually June had the same exact bonus. So once you guys sign up here in ACN, let's say you guys can bring in 5 services out of all the people that you know and of all the services we offer. Let's say you guys can bring in 5 services. As you saw earlier, that'll be a $200 direct deposit. But now on top of that, if you guys can bring in a couple other people who can do the same exact thing, right? Just copy and paste what you guys already did. ACN will pay you an additional $500. And that'll get you your very first $700 in your very first month in ACN, right? So this is one of those fast start bonuses I was talking to you about that happens from the first day you sign up to 30 days after you sign up, right? So take advantage of this bonus, reach what we call ETL in your very first month and get this fast start bonus of $700 because now you guys are in profit in your very first month, right? I don't know about you, but a lot of businesses don't make profit in the very first year or even 2 years, right? Most businesses takes over 2 years to actually make a profit. But here in ACN, you have that ability to do that in your very first month. So make sure you guys take advantage of that and go out and hit that goal as soon as you can. And like I said earlier, guys, this is your own story, right? So we really want to help you guys win, and we want to create a very powerful story and something that's really inspiring, right? Because once you guys set up your own services, get your first paycheck in here, and you get your first $700 check, I mean, that's powerful, right? Now you can go out to other people and have a higher confidence because you made profit. You made profit in your very first month. And then when you're going talking to other people, you're gonna have a higher confidence, and that's gonna help you guys boost your own business and get more people interested in what you guys are doing over here. And like I said, how we do that is super simple. It just starts out by getting 5 services, either whether they're your services or they're for your family or friends services. Let's just get 5 services, right? That's the starting point here. And then once you do that, we can grow from there. And again, work with your upline leader. So in the breakout room right here, obviously you guys can schedule help with your upline leaders. And guys, we can help you guys put in your own services, right? So take advantage of your upline leader. Let us help you decide what services you guys want to get. Let us help you strategize who to get services for, and let's just work from there, right? And so let's work as a team. Let's really help you guys get your business off the ground and running in your very first month. Now, lastly, I want to help you guys think like a business owner, right? Because the best part about this is that you guys are switching either from the corporate world, or maybe you were in the business owner world before, but now you guys are a business owner here in ACN, meaning you guys have no boss. You can set your own schedule. You can set your own goals. And I love that. So you guys want to set short-term goals for yourself and long-term goals, because the best part about goals is that you guys know where you guys are trying to head in your own business, right? If you guys don't have an end destination, then you guys aren't going to know where you're trying to go in your business. You don't know where to aim in your business. So make sure you write down goals so that you know where you want to go. And guys, on top of that, you want to get paid on your own services, right? And this is so powerful, because think of it as if you guys were a restaurant owner, right? If you guys owned your own restaurant, you guys would try your own food. Am I right? Because if you didn't, then you couldn't convince anyone else that your food was good. So it's the same thing over here in ACN. You guys want to try your own services so you guys get the experience of how to put services in. And on top of that, it's going to prove to you that it works, right? These services are real. These are services you're going to use every single day of your life. And once you get your own services, you're going to have a higher confidence and actually see that, wow, it works, right? And then you guys are going to be able to go out and actually talk to other people about the service as well and have a higher confidence in that regard. So with that being said, guys, that concludes my portion of tonight's training. And now I would like to bring up a speaker who is amazing, right? And she actually introduced herself earlier. Her name is Alejandra Kalman. And guys, we are so lucky to actually have her on our team, right? She's been in ACN for over 10 years now. She has tens of thousands of customers, right? How many of you guys like to get paid on tens of thousands of customers? Exactly. So that being said, guys, I'll pass this call over to Alejandra Kalman, and she'll help you guys with the services going forward from here. So Alejandra, call's all yours.
Absolutely. Well, first and foremost, what a great job Will just did to just show us the compensation plan. You know, I love the simplicity and confidence in which he actually presents this business. So thank you so much, Will, for all your expertise. And guys, my job with you guys is to go through the services. And, you know, just if you leave with something here today, your very first goal is to acquire how many services? I want to see some new hands. New hands. I know the leaders know this. I know the leaders know. I want to see the new hands. 5 services. So if we leave with anything, you need to acquire 5 services. Why is that? That is going to give you your very first check. That is going to boost up your confidence. You know, when people ask you how much money you've made, you can actually tell them that you've made money already. So you want to make sure that you're making money right away. And the only way we're going to make money here is if we acquire some services. So our very first job is to get you those 5 services. So as we look at the services, I want you to think, all right, which services can I get for myself? You know, because just like he told you today, and I'm just going to reiterate this, you know, it'll help you to understand the process. You'll also be making residual income. Now, do you want to give a portion of your bill every single month to the different corporations, or do you want to keep it for yourself? If you bought a gas pump, would you be pumping gas in your station, or would you go to somebody else's station? You'll be pumping gas in your own station. So it just makes sense. It will also create as the example for your team. You know, it's easy to duplicate what somebody else did well. So people are going to ask you, what did you do to get paid? And you can literally go through the 5 services that you used to get paid. And of course, you know, you're going to get the possibility of getting services free. How many of you would like to get your services for free? All of us. When you get 5 annual ID seals outside of yourself, you get yours for free. When you get 5 cell phone customers outside of yourself, you get a line for free. When you get 12 electric or gas customers, they'll average those 12 so that you can get also your energy for free at home. So you have the ability to earn free services as well. So please make sure that right now you text the person that you're working with, like Will told you, so that you can do the services. Now, I am going to be going through the services, and this is the month of July. We have great promotions for all of our services in the month of July. So as I go through this, there is a lot of good things that I want you to take notes that are brand new just for the month of July. So let's take advantage of that. The very first service that we're going to be going through, it is our healthcare. So we're going to be watching a quick video together.
Healthcare spending made up 5% of total U.S. GDP in 1960. In 2020, spending hit almost 20%.
National polls show Americans believe healthcare prices and drug costs are among their top pocketbook concerns.
Over the past 20 years, the runaway cost of health insurance has outpaced earnings and inflation. leaving our families with less freedom and less money. Families, small businesses, and individuals alike are struggling to find a way to pay for the healthcare they can't seem to afford. So how are we going to solve this problem? All over the world, technology is changing the way people and society connect and interact. The result? Countless industries are disrupted. But while the rest of the world has changed, insurance and the way we pay for healthcare remains broken and largely the same. What if there was a way we could all pay for healthcare that simply worked better and felt better than insurance? Well, today there is. We are Impact Health Sharing. We are a network of families, individuals, business owners, and small entrepreneurs who want to see the old way of doing things change. We use technology to connect tens of thousands of individuals and families across the nation to simply share and pay each other's medical bills. Old problems can be solved when people come together to leverage their sense of community with technology to control the cost of healthcare. Go to impacthealthsharing.com for more info.
So I love Impact Health Sharing. Let's take a look quickly at what it is. It is a solution to the rising cost of healthcare. Now, on Tuesdays at noon Eastern Time, we have a fantastic training run by Regional Vice President Platinum Jeff Street. Make sure you get that information from the person that you're here with today. That will go in details on this. So we're not going to go into a lot of details, but know they're a non-for-profit company, that it allows you to save people money, but it feels and just like insurance in the sense that you get a card, you present that card at the doctor, and they build impact. Now, like I mentioned, it's 30 to 70% as compared to traditional health insurance, but you do get complete medical coverage. This is a question I get all the time. You get access to preventative care for free, meaning every year you have your wellness check, ability to have your wellness check for free, and your pap smears and your mammograms and your blood work, all that is already included. All major medical events are covered. I know I've gotten questions like what happens if somebody gets cancer or they need a transplant. Everything's covered. We also have mental health, chiropractic care, and physical therapists. My prior insurance with Blue Cross and Blue Shield did not accommodate for chiropractors. Prescription medications, we get them at a discount program. We get wholesale pricing, just like similar to what GoodRx works. Free telemedicine. This has been a savior for me. So we work with MD Live. You can see a doctor the same way you see me, or talk with a doctor on the phone if you're not familiar with the videos, and you can actually be medicated online, and you don't need to go see a doctor, and that is absolutely free. There's no deductions, there is no payments, there's nothing that you need to do. Also, a couple of amazing things. I talked with a lady yesterday that works a job, and I said, what do you have for healthcare? Does your job provide? She's like, it does provide, but I missed the deadline. And how crazy it is that there is a deadline for health insurance. There is not a deadline for us. We don't have any open enrollment restrictions. We can start a person up to the very last day of that month for the very first day of the next month. And there's no network restrictions, which means that you can go to absolutely any doctor that you want. Now let's take a look at what type of plans we have. We have plans for seniors. We have plans for single people starting at just $73 a month. I got a young gentleman the other day that I met him selling Cutco knives. I showed him the opportunity. He didn't want to join our business, but he didn't have healthcare. I bought some knives for him, and he actually got a $73 program, and he was so excited. We also do groups, up to 49 employees. We can help groups. If the businesses are over 49 employees, 50 plus, they do also have to have traditional insurance associated with it, but they still can offer impact on the side, so do not stop there. And then we also have families like mine that can benefit from the program. Now, what do? You ask somebody if they're open to get a free quote. You go right to your storefront. If you don't know what your storefront is, that's why we open breakout rooms later today. Make sure you know your storefront, because that's where we're going to put your services. You can quote a person literally within a couple of minutes just with their date of birth and enroll them right away. Do they have questions? Don't worry, submit those questions to Impact and then follow up with them. If you take a look at the left-hand side, these are how many points each one of the services is valued. Remember, like Will told you today, each one of our services is tied to a point value. So up to $149 of monthly impact is 2 points, 150 to 349, 4 points, and so forth. So an impact customer could be worth 2, 4, 5, or 6 points for you. So it's a great way to actually get your points and also get a fantastic residual with impact. So that is as far as impact goes. Let's move into my second favorite, and we have a fantastic offering for promotional money on the month of July that I want you to be aware of, because I want you to benefit from. When you get 12 customers, I'm going to repeat what I told you earlier, ACN will actually average these 12 customers and give you the average of what they're spending, so long they're residential customers, for you to actually be able to pay your energy. Now, they're going to give it to you in a direct deposit, so you do not have to use it for your energy, but you could. Residential customers are 1 point per account. Business customers are 2 points per account. But in the month of July, and just the month of July only, electricity customers are worth double points. So if you get an electric residential customer, it's not going to be a 1 point account, it's going to be a 2 point account. Everybody clear on that? Now, once you set up a customer on a promotional point, those points will follow you for the rest of your life in ACN and the life of that customer. And so see if you put an electricity during a month of double points, if 10 years from now that person is still paying their electric bill through you, you will still have those double points. So make sure that you take advantage of this. To top it off, this is the most generous bonus offer that I've seen for Zoom Energy, and says the following. For every 5 energy customers, you make an additional $200 on top of your ACN bonuses. So on top of your ACN bonuses, you're going to get $200 for every 5 energy customers of any kind. It could be a mix between electric and gas. It could be all gas. It could be all electric. It doesn't matter. Plus, once you set up a home or a small business or medium business with electricity and gas combined for that residence, so for the dual states, if you look at the map right here, anything that's in green in the map means that those states are dual, meaning we can have electricity and gas. So who do you know in Illinois, Maryland, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Ohio? Those states are dual energy. Then the yellow ones are just electric, the orange ones are just gas. But for those dual ones, for every house or business that you put both gas and electricity in those places, you get an additional $100. And for all of you that are existing IBOs here, if you have a house already or a business signed up with us for electric and or gas, and you don't have the other service yet, if you go get the other service, they'll pay you $50 for that. So that's another great way to go get more customers for you guys. Okay, so with that in mind, let's take a look at the bonus promotion. And these are just some hypothetical examples of how things could work. And these are just numbers that we run for you. Now, when I say gas only or electricity only, doesn't mean that you have to do that just with gas or electric. I'm just showing you how the numbers would look. And the only reason why we separate them is because gas is worth 1 point and electricity is worth 2 points. So when I'm calculating, not the Zoom bonus that is 5 energy bills, but the ACN bonus, the points matter, right? Because the 5 services with 10 points will pay you 200, and every 3 services with 6 points, another 200. So that's why it's separated. But if you did 5 home or businesses with gas only, that'll be $200 this month. If you did 11 homes or businesses with just gas only, that's 600. And if you did 20, that's 1,200. So for those of you that are in gas markets, like I know that Pico, you're in Georgia, this is a great way to actually go help people save money on their gas and go get this money as well. Electricity customers. If you do 5 homes, that'll be 400, 1,000, and 2,000 respectively. But look at the dual markets. So who do you know in those dual markets? 5 homes alone with electricity and gas, that would be $1,100 for you guys. If you did 11 homes with electricity and gas, that's $2,900. And if you did 20 homes with electricity and gas, that would be $5,400. Guys, this is a lot of money. I have some people in the Connecticut market, myself, in my team that are killing it this month, just bringing energy customers, and they only have electricity. So if you know people in an electric and gas market, the dual bonus, I've never seen done before. I don't know if it'll ever come back. So take advantage of it. The next service that I want to talk with you is Vivint Smart Home. I love Vivint. Vivint is not only a security system, but it's also a home automation. I am going to show you a video with the features of what Vivint does. But before I do that, I want to tell you about a great promotion that is ending on the 13th. So take advantage. This is for you and any of your customers. Check this out. This is only till the 13th. When you buy a camera this month, you get a doorbell camera for free. Second thing that your customer will get, they'll get 3 months of free monitoring. So for 3 months, if they're paying for their equipment in payments, they'll only be paying for the equipment, that's it. And they will not be paying for the alarm system, the monitoring system for 3 full months. Plus, you will get a free iPad. Now you can do whatever you want with that iPad. You can gift it back to your customer and say, hey, if you sign up with me, I'll give you my iPad. You can keep it for yourself, or you can go ahead and sell it on the marketplace or eBay and get the money as a bonus. That is a huge promotion that we have this month with the free iPad. Now remember, the free iPad is for you, so do whatever you want with it. But I love the idea of giving it back to my customers. I'll tell you that much. What a great thing to be able to do this month with that promotion. So 713, you get 8 points. It's a lot of points for Vivint. Let's take a look at the video. It's going to do a better explanation than me when it comes to the features. I want you to pay attention as you watch the video for the features of Vivint.
Your home is now armed. Camera recording.
Gordon, I'm almost home, bud.
Your home is now armed.
Now, don't think of Vivint just for homes. Think of Vivint as well for businesses. So you can do both businesses and residential as well. Now, don't have to learn all the features. Don't have to answer questions about pricing. Don't have to do absolutely anything outside of peek and pass. Without a commitment, you can send your people to Vivint. You can use the 1-800 line for Vivint that is on your storefront, or you can use our sales rep, Edgar. We love to go through Edgar. We send there all our business because we know him. He values our business. And he says, you know what? If you guys come through me, because you guys send me so much business, I will always give you a buy one, get one free camera. And we'll always give you free installation and activation, which is another $200 value. So use Edgar, take a screenshot, write his number down. And then when you send a customer to Edgar, all you have to do is do a group text to introduce your customer to Edgar. That's all you do. He'll take it from there. But if you do not group text Edgar with your customer, he does not have the legal authorization to call your customer. So make sure that you do group text them. Also, let them know you're on Alejandra's team. I know a lot of you are not on my team, but it really doesn't matter. That is your code to get free installation and activation as well. Now let's look at IBCOs. And guys, how great it is that every single one of the services that I'm going to feature today for you, every single one of them has a promotion. So we already went through the Zoom Energy promotion. Is bonus money amazing? We already went through the iPad with Vivint, and now you're going to see what you have with IDCO. I'm going to give you a promotion for Flash cell phone service, and I'm going to give you a promotion for Vivint. So for Truvi as well, sorry, our travel discount. So every single one of our services is a promo this month. Never seen that before. Here you get up to 8 points per customers. It's 3 services in one. It's an identity theft protection. Your whole entire identity would be protected, all the way from your social security, which is a normal thing to be protected, to your medical ID. You may think that's not important until actually somebody steals your medical ID and changes your allergies and your blood type at the hospital. and which can absolutely kill you. I don't know what's worse. I think it's worse to have that change, that your financial situation is screwed, I'm telling you. But what I do tell you is that it's fantastic that you have the ability to be protected. And if something were to happen to you, there's a whole entire restoration department ready to help you. And they're going to insure you up to $1 million, no questions asked, to cover every single thing that comes, every single expense that comes out of this identity theft or this breach. Now, your device will also be protected, so you can delete all your antiviruses, all your VPNs, password scramblers, everything. You don't have to pay for anything else outside of your ID seal. Let's take a look at the plan. But first, sorry, I'm going to show you a quick video on it.
ID Seal is different. ID Seal protects and covers you beyond what most providers do. Most identity theft protection companies monitor your credit, but leave your identity exposed, in which case, cybercriminals can still wreak havoc on your life. With ID Seal, you get a 24/7, 360-degree seal of protection around your credit, finances, and your life. From the moment you enroll, ID Seal starts working and never stops searching the corners of the dark web for threats to your identity. And if any signs of your identity are found, you'll be alerted in real time so you can react before the bad guys can do damage. If someone fills out a credit card application in your name, you'll know. If someone opens a payday loan in your name, you'll know. If someone applies for a change of address in your name, you'll know. If someone gets arrested using your identity, you'll know. And if your identity is stolen, with one call, you will be assigned a dedicated US-based expert from ID Seal who will fully manage restoring your identity. Any costs associated with restoring your identity? We have you covered up to $1 million with $0 deductible to cover any restoration costs. Remember, ID Seal monitors the dark web for signs of your identity and sends you real-time alerts if anything is found. Get peace of mind and start protecting your identity today. Give them nothing to steal with ID Seal.
All right, so here is your July summer promotion. Every single one of your annual plans are going to be at a 20% discount, and you are going to get also extra points. So that is great. So you're going to have not only great points, but will also get you will also get the 20% off. So it's going to be, let's take a look how this is going to show right now. Okay, so your platinum and your platinum plus, they're going to be 6 points each. And as you can see, what it means, the platinum and the platinum plus is just 1 adult and 2 devices for the platinum, 1 adult, 10 kids, and 4 devices. Now, the annual plan, as you can see here, is already deducted for 2 months. You can take 20% off of that right now, and you know that you're going to pay a lot less. So the prices are not reflected here. The 20% off is not reflected here. You can take 20% off of that, which is a lot. If you can see that's like almost $60 off on the platinum, almost like $70 off on the platinum plus. That is pretty fantastic, guys. Family plans, as you can see, family plans is with the 2 adults, 4 devices. You get 8 points for the annuals, 3 points for the monthlies. But if you see here, this month is going to be 4 points for the platinum and platinum plus, and the family plans and the family plans annuals. Let's see. 6 and 8. So no, that's correct. I have it right. It's 6 and 8 points. They're usually 4 and 6 points. They're 6 and 8 points right now. But the 20% off, and if you get 5 of them, ACN will reimburse you what you spent for yours every single month if you hold those 5 customers for the full year. So all you have to do is get 5 customers outside of yourself and you'll get yours for free. And remember, you can get the 20% off on top of already the discounted prices that you see for the annual plans. Great time to actually take advantage of this and get those extra points. Let's talk about Flash Mobile. Flash Mobile is our cell phone service, and it is an alternative to T-Mobile, meaning it's a private label of T-Mobile. We are going to be using the T-Mobile network at the exact same time as any other T-Mobile user, but we are not paying T-Mobile, we're paying Flash Mobile. So it's generic, if you may. No different than if you bought generic ibuprofen or generic Tylenol at your local pharmacy. You're just gonna have repackaged, it's gonna be cheaper because of that, but it's the exact same service. This is the same exact thing. No contracts, no credit checks. We have gig plans and we have unlimited plans. We have 4 types of plans. The 4 gig plans or the 10 gig plans. Now, if you do a family plan or a gig plan, understand this is not shared data. This is individual data per line. So don't fear that you're gonna have to share the data with your children. And then your unlimited plans, you have the unlimited, and then you also have the unlimited elite, which just gives you faster data for longer. So you have 50 gigabytes of fast data with the unlimited and 75 with the unlimited elite. Now, if you take a look at the prices, these prices are plus taxes and fees, except for the unlimited elite. The unlimited elite already includes taxes and fees. So say you're getting a one-liner for the unlimited, it would be the unlimited 60, the plus taxes and fees, and the elite will be 70. It's better to just do the 70 because by the time you're paying taxes and fees, you're close anyway. But if you're doing a family plan, I would stick with the unlimited because as you can see, the taxes and fee will not reach the $35. So you will just have like $105 plus taxes and fees for your whole entire family, which is a great deal. So the more phones you add to the plans, the bigger the discount becomes. So I really love the ability of doing this discounted plans with our family plans that we have. Promotional points this month as well, that you can actually get extra points for doing your cell phone. So I will do the cell phones this month so that you can get that. Now, if you need new numbers, if you say, well, you know what, this is a great time for me to go ahead and get my younger kids the phone that they've always wanted, and you need a new number, please reach to your leaders before you do that, because if you do get a new number from Flash, you will actually have to wait for 100 days to get your service. There are other ways to do this. So we want to make sure that we're always putting a number. So just make sure that you reach out to us for that. But it's a great way to get extra points this month. And guess what? This month also, when you port more than 2 lines, we are waiving the activation fee. Activations are $27 a line. And when we activate 2, 3, 4 phones, it ends up being a lot of money because they not only charge you the activation, but also the taxes on the activation. So this is a great way to not have any activation fee and have those activation fees when you are porting lines. If you're not porting lines, the activation is not waived. So we want to make sure that you are always porting lines and that is 2+ lines so that you can go ahead and benefit from this free activation on your phones. This is a great thing. We used to have this type of promos with Flash. I haven't seen it in a very long time, probably for over a year now. So I'm super excited to have this promotion back, and it only goes until the end of July. Last but not least, this is what you need to get your phone done. You're gonna have to call your current provider, make sure your phone is unlocked. I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna say that again. Call your current provider, make sure your phone is unlocked. Why? Because a lot of you say, no, I already paid my phone off, and so my phone's for sure unlocked. No, sometimes they still lock it. And where I see my biggest headaches are when people do this and their phones are not unlocked, because then the phone line cannot port, and then you started the port, now you're without a phone, and now you're all sorts of pissed, and it's our own fault because we did not call the provider to make sure that that phone was unlocked. So call your current provider. I cannot reinforce that enough. Secondly, you're going to need the IMEI of each phone. What is that? That is the identity of the device itself. That way you can bring the same device. You don't have to buy a new device. And how you get it is by dialing *#06#. Just take a screenshot of this. And then you're going to need your current provider's account number and PIN number to be able to port those numbers in your credit card or debit card, because it is not a prepaid phone, but we prepay for the month. That way there's no contracts and there's no credit checks. The last service I want to talk with you about is our Truby lifestyle offering. And Truby actually is a service that we have for those of you that like to travel. So if you like to travel, we have a discounted membership, Truby, and we have two different plans right there. We have the gold plan and we also have the platinum plan. Now, the gold plan includes all your discounted traveling. You can get discounts as well on rentals and also get discounts on hotels. You also get a flight insurance. You get VIP concierge service once you get to your location to help you with anything you need. You get hotel credits, which is money back that you get on your account to use on hotels. I'm going to explain how that works. And you get the best price promise, which means that if you do not get the best price through Truby, you still book through Truby and you send proof to Truby that you found a better price somewhere else, and they will return you 110% of that difference. The Platinum plan has everything that the Gold package has, but it also gives you a personal travel team to help you. But my favorite part of it is that you get priority pass, which the cost of a priority pass is over $400 every single year. And that's access to every single VIP airport lounge worldwide. So that is a fantastic opportunity there. And then they do your fast pass passport and your visa service for you as well, for any country that you visit where you required a visa. So the gold plans, you can have a monthly for $35 and then the yearly, and then the platinum plan is $70 for a month. That's the one I have. I actually think that's a sweet spot. That's 5 points. And then the yearly plan, you save 10%. But for the yearly plan, 10% savings, I prefer to have it at like my monthly, and then I pay it every month. I'm happy with that. I think that's a great sweet spot right there. And here is the greatest part, the hotel credits. For every dollar you spend, you get the exact same amount provided to you on your hotel credit. So every month I spend $69 on my Truby. Every month I get $69 on my hotel credits. When I go book a hotel through Truby, it'll ask me if I want to pay a portion of it with my hotel credits. And for some of the hotels, it'll allow me to pay a portion of the hotel with my hotel credits. So I'll give you an example, a real life example of me. I went to Secret in Tulum with my husband. The price for the suite that we wanted was $2,300 for our stay. I found the same price at $1,800 on Truby. I was already discounted money right there. But then it allowed me, when I went to pay, it allowed me to pay $150 of that on 150 hotel credits. So I grabbed 150 of that, which was 2 months of my membership, right? And I paid 150 with that. So I ended up paying $1,650. So I paid less on the hotel. So the money that I put in on my memberships, I ended up spending in the hotel, which I was going to spend no matter what. So if you travel at least 3 times a year, I like to say, you will end up getting the service for free just because of the hotel credits. And you have to remember to book your hotels with Truby. This month, they have a promotion that everybody, new member that signs up until July 31st will earn double hotel credit points on that membership tier that specific month. So it is great that you will get a one-time extra. So if you do the monthly and you pay the monthly $35, you get an extra $35 this month. You get $70 this month back. So thank you, Truby. But if you do the annual, it'll give you the whole annual, boom, extra. So travel around the world and use all of your hotel credit, which will actually roll over the next year. You don't lose it. All right. So it's not you snooze, you lose. So guys, this is a great opportunity to get double hotel credits for signing up for Truby this month. So guys, did I show you a promotion in every single one of these services today? How about we do a huge thank you to ACN for giving us this? Last but not least, guys, let's talk about our third event here. We are going to be on September 1st and September 2nd in Dallas, Texas. And if you never heard Nick Vujicic speak, I beg you, find Nick Vujicic online on YouTube, go see his material, and then tell me if $99 is not worth paying to see him. $99 to come in and learn about your business, propel your business 6 months forward, make the right connections, network with the right people, be able to go help a lot more people with impact, because we are going to be featuring impact You're going to be able to have all our vendors are coming to visit. And guys, this is a rockstar event. We do have Mr. Tony Kupis, one of the ACN co-founders, but this is the very first rockstar hosted event of this magnitude. And we're already promoting, and guess what? It's 75% sold out. So I would rush in. I would start buying tickets right now. It's $99 to get in. It's $129 at the door, and the opportunity to see Nick Vujicic. Now, Nick Vujicic is missing both arms and both legs and is a millionaire. Can you imagine not having arms and legs and going from nothing to become a millionaire? He is a faith-filled Christian. I love the guy. Please, I beg you, find him, listen to him, and get excited about coming to meet him in person and truly say thank you to his face for all the inspiration and taking all the excuses away for the rest of us to succeed. So I'm going to show you a quick video of that event. And with that, guys, we're going to be rolling into the breakout rooms right after that. Amazing, guys. I'm excited for September 1st and 2nd. And with that, guys, we're going to say goodnight to all of you. We're going to go into breakout rooms. You can ask your leaders for anything that you want. But before you ask your leaders questions, this is my suggestion for you and your leaders. 1, schedule time for your Zoom meeting. Put yourself on the calendar of your presenters. If you're not in our calendars, we cannot help you. 2, schedule your time to get your first 5 services. Let us help you make money. Let's get you paid and set the right example for your team. And 3, let's enroll you into September 1 and 2nd, and then we can go on with all the questions that you have. And with that, thank you, Will. I'll stay back to see if there's somebody that needs help.